Have you ever held a coin in your hand and felt the pulse of history coursing through it? Imagine holding a humble 1982 D Lincoln penny, something so ordinary, so unassuming, yet it harbors a secret that could transform your life overnight. Today, we're diving into one of the most astonishing coin errors in American history, the 1982 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny error, a coin so rare and coveted that collectors are willing to pay nearly $975,000 for it. Yes, you heard that right, almost $1 million for a coin you might have passed by in a dusty jar on your dresser. You might be thinking, a penny? Really? But that's exactly the trap. Most people see a penny and think nothing of it. They drop it into a jar, let it gather dust, unaware that it could be the key to unimaginable wealth. And that's where most miss out. The fear of looking too closely, of wondering what if, is exactly what keeps fortunes hidden in plain sight. The 1982 D Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a story frozen in metal. Minted in Denver, this penny has an error so subtle, so precise, that only the sharpest eyes or the most seasoned collectors can spot it. Its rarity isn't accidental, it's the result of a minting anomaly, a twist of fate that created a coin unlike any other in circulation. And here's the kicker, these pennies aren't just rare, they are in extraordinarily high demand, because collectors know that errors like this don't just sit quietly on shelves, they turn ordinary owners into legends. And now, imagine holding one of these coins in your palm. Feel that weight, not just of metal, but of potential. Because right now, in the market, there are whispers, auctions, and private deals where collectors are willing to pay close to $975,000 to claim this single, tiny artifact. And unlike other investments that can vanish overnight, this coin carries the prestige of history, authenticity, and scarcity, three things that never go out of style. Let me ask you something, when was the last time a coin from your pocket had a chance to change your life? If you're smiling at that thought, good. Because you're starting to understand why this isn't just a story, it's a wake-up call. But here's the reality, every day that passes, these coins are slipping quietly into private collections, vaults, and safety deposit boxes. The opportunity isn't waiting. In fact, the clock is ticking for anyone who dares to ignore the value of what they hold. Picture this, a 1982 D Lincoln penny in your collection, suddenly worth nearly $1 million. One small decision today, researching, verifying, connecting with a reputable dealer, could unlock a fortune tomorrow. And yes, the excitement is real, but so is the urgency. These coins are in extreme demand, and the moment hesitation creeps in, someone else claims what could have been yours. Here's a little twist to reset your mind. Imagine finding that same coin, then realizing your dog has been using it as a chew toy. Pause for effect. Now, suddenly, you understand why attention matters. The difference between a fortune and a missed opportunity is literally noticing the small things. By now, it should be clear, this isn't just a coin. It's a beacon for those who recognize value, for those who understand that fortune favors the observant. So, if you have a 1982 D Lincoln penny tucked away, don't dismiss it. Don't overlook it. The market is alive, hungry, and willing to reward those who act. And when you decide to explore its true worth, you're not just selling a coin, you're claiming a piece of history and stepping into a world where rare collectibles transform into life-changing wealth. So here's the takeaway, opportunities like the 1982 D Lincoln penny don't knock twice. They appear quietly, almost invisibly, in the most ordinary places, a jar on your dresser, a drawer in your office, or a forgotten coin album. And yet, when noticed, they demand attention, respect, and action. The question isn't whether these coins are valuable, the question is, will you recognize it before someone else does? Remember, wealth isn't just about money, it's about insight, timing, and daring to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. And that, my friends, is exactly what this penny represents, because one small coin, minted decades ago, can spark a journey from forgotten change to $975,000 in your hands. The choice is yours. Will you see it? Will you act? The market is waiting. The collectors are watching. And history, well, history rewards the bold. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, a coin that millions of Americans have spent, collected, or overlooked for decades. But what if I told you that one tiny, overlooked penny could be worth nearly $1 million today? Yes, a single 1976 D Lincoln cent, one that slipped through the U.S. mints machines with a rare error, is currently valued at $967,000. Think about that for a moment, what most people consider pocket change could actually unlock unimaginable wealth. And here's the kicker: while countless people are tossing pennies into fountains or drawers, a select few are quietly cashing in on a fortune that could change their lives forever. And now, I know what you might be thinking: a penny? Really? But here's the secret the mainstream doesn't want you to hear: rare coin collecting is not just a hobby. It's a hidden goldmine for those who know where to look. And the 1976 D Lincoln cent with its mint mark error is the crown jewel of this world. Let's take a step back and explore how this coin came to be. In 1976, the United States celebrated its bicentennial. The Lincoln cent was already an iconic piece, etched into the consciousness of every American since 1909. But during the minting process at the Denver Mint, an anomaly occurred: a misalignment, a rare strike, a mint mark that defied perfection. Most coins left the mint flawless, but this one? It became an instant collector's dream. Think of it like discovering a secret painting hidden behind a wall in a famous museum. One moment it's just another brick, another frame. The next, it's a masterpiece worth millions. That's the excitement, the thrill, the rush that rare coin collectors live for. And for the 1976 D Lincoln cent, this rush is tangible. Here's something funny to reset your attention: imagine telling your friends that your spare change is worth more than their car. They'll probably laugh. But the reality? That laugh could soon turn into sheer disbelief when you show them the market value. The world of rare coins is full of these little shocks, moments where everyday objects reveal their hidden treasures. And now, let's talk about why this matters right now. Rare coins like the 1976 D Lincoln cent are in unprecedented demand. Collectors, investors, and wealthy enthusiasts are scouring the country, searching for the few surviving specimens. Each coin is a gateway to a life of financial security, a symbol of legacy, and an entry into a community of people who understand value in ways most can't imagine. And here's the thing: the opportunity won't last forever. Every year, coins are lost, damaged, or hidden away, never to resurface. The urgency is real. If you have one, now is the moment to take action. Don't wait for someone else to discover the fortune that could have been yours. Picture the excitement of holding a coin worth nearly $1 million, knowing that it's just been sitting in a drawer, waiting for the right owner. That thrill, the fear of missing out, the anticipation of discovery, is why collectors chase these coins relentlessly. So, whether you've stumbled across a forgotten coin jar in your attic, inherited a dusty box of change, or simply love the hunt for rare treasures, the 1976 D Lincoln cent is more than a penny. It's a story of history, a testament to chance, and a symbol of incredible opportunity. And for those who act wisely, it's a ticket to joining an elite circle of collectors who know the power of rarity and timing. By the end of this journey, remember this: what seems small and ordinary to the world can be extraordinary to the right person at the right moment. That single penny, a coin you might have overlooked in your spare change, holds a secret waiting to be claimed, a fortune that could redefine your life. If you want, I can also create a timestamped, fully fleshed out 10-minute version with suggested visuals, voiceover cues, and pacing so your faceless video has cinematic flow and keeps attention all the way to the end. This would include subtle humor, pattern interrupts, and dramatic tension. Imagine holding a piece of history in your hand, a tiny copper coin, seemingly ordinary, yet worth more than most people's annual salary. Yes, I'm talking about the 1989 Lincoln 1-cent penny, the rarest of rare, with no mint mark, a coin that can fetch an astonishing $956,000 in today's market. Now, you might be thinking, a penny? Seriously? But let me tell you, this is not your everyday pocket change. This is a treasure hidden in plain sight, a secret fortune waiting for those who know how to recognize it. And the truth is, there are thousands of Americans who are sitting on this exact coin right now, oblivious to the incredible value beneath their fingertips. The excitement, the urgency, the sheer thrill of discovery, it's enough to make your heart race. Now, let's take a closer look at this extraordinary coin. In 1989, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies, but only a minuscule number came out without a mint mark. A mistake? Perhaps. But in the world of rare coins, mistakes are often more valuable than perfection. This no mint mark error makes this penny one of the most sought-after numismatic treasures in the United States. Imagine walking through your attic or sifting through an old coin collection and discovering this tiny copper gem. The fear of missing out, the adrenaline of knowing you might be holding a six-figure fortune, it's electrifying. And here's a little secret: collectors are so eager for this coin that they'll pay extraordinary sums just to add it to their private vaults. Some even travel across the country, hunting for it like modern-day treasure hunters. But let's pause for a moment. Have you ever thought about how many pennies you casually toss into jars or leave under couch cushions? Funny, isn't it, that something so small and seemingly insignificant could hold unimaginable wealth? It's a reality check. Fortune often hides in the most unsuspecting places. And here's the kicker: while ordinary pennies clutter drawers and jar lids, this 1989 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is commanding nearly $1 million. The contrast is staggering, and that's exactly why collectors and investors alike are scrambling to secure one before they vanish from the market completely. So, what does this mean for you? If you, or someone you know, happen to stumble upon a 1989 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, you are looking at a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The current market value is an eye-watering $956,000, and experts predict demand will only rise. Picture the freedom, the lifestyle, the doors that suddenly open when you discover a treasure of this magnitude. But there's a sense of urgency here. These coins are vanishing, slipping quietly into private collections, locked away from the public eye forever. Those who hesitate often miss out entirely. Think of it as a thrilling game of discovery and timing. Every coin has a story, but only a select few tell the story of extraordinary wealth. The 1989 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of opportunity, of patience rewarded, and of fortunes found where least expected. And who knows? The next piece of American history could be sitting quietly in your hand, waiting for you to recognize its true value. So, take a moment. Check that old jar of pennies. Inspect that forgotten change in drawers. Because sometimes, the smallest things carry the greatest treasures, and history has a way of rewarding those who see its hidden gems before anyone else does. This script is designed to last approximately 10 minutes when read slowly, with natural pauses for dramatic effect, imagery, and slight pattern interrupts like the humorous "funny, isn't it?" comment. It blends fear, excitement, and urgency, while keeping the audience inspired and motivated to act. If you want, I can also enhance it with natural voice pacing cues, rhetorical questions, and mini cliffhangers to make it feel more cinematic and keep retention high for faceless narration. Imagine holding a single coin in your hand that could change your life forever. A coin that the world overlooked for decades, until now. The 1979 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny error is not just another penny, it's a golden ticket hidden in plain sight. Today, collectors and investors alike are scrambling to find this gem, and the current market value? A jaw-dropping $952,000. Yes, almost $1 million for a coin you may have walked past at the grocery store. But before you panic thinking you missed your chance, let me take you on a journey that will reveal why this coin is not only rare but life-changing. In 1979, the United States Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies, but among the ordinary circulation, a rare anomaly slipped through the cracks. The 1979 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny error features a mint mark so unusual, so strikingly distinct, that only the keenest collectors can spot it immediately. Imagine the excitement when the first few of these surfaced, quietly changing hands for tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands, and now, nearly $1 million. This isn't just a coin, it's history etched in copper, a whisper from the past that says, "Notice me, and I will reward you." But here's a question that might surprise you: how many of these pennies could still be hiding in your pocket change? Or tucked away in drawers, forgotten envelopes, or old coin collections? The truth is, probably more than you think. And that's where your opportunity begins. Here's where it gets fascinating: collectors are ruthless. Every auction, every rare coin shop, every online listing is a battlefield. The 1979 D. Lincoln penny error is not just rare, it's in extremely high demand. Serious collectors, investors, and even hedge funds are on the hunt, and the clock is ticking. Why? Because once a coin like this is sold, it vanishes from the market for decades. The fear of missing out is real, and if you own one, even unknowingly, the window to claim its true value is closing. And let's pause for a moment. Imagine this: you pull out an old coin from a drawer, expecting, well, probably nothing. And suddenly, it's worth close to $1 million. Exciting, right? Or terrifying? Pause for effect. Yes, terrifying, because the difference between knowing what you have and letting it slip into someone else's hands could literally be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, let me hit you with a little humor to reset your attention. If only finding $1 million coins was as easy as finding your car keys. But unlike keys, these coins don't turn up every day, and that's why the 1979 D penny is a treasure worth chasing. So, what does this mean for you? First, it's about awareness. Check your collections, dig into old coin jars, or revisit forgotten envelopes from decades past. This isn't just about wealth, it's about opportunity, history, and legacy. Owning a piece like the 1979 D Lincoln penny era is a statement you were wise enough to recognize value before the world did. And here's the final, powerful truth. Coins like this don't just hold monetary value, they hold stories, prestige, and a connection to generations. The market is moving fast, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar. That urgency you feel right now? That's your cue to act, to explore, and to discover. Every second counts because someone else is already hunting, and the next $1 million find could be in your hands. So, whether you are a seasoned collector or someone who stumbled upon a dusty penny in a drawer, remember, fortune favors the observant, the patient, and the bold. The 1979 D Lincoln 1-cent penny era is not just a coin, it's a legacy, a ticket to possibility, and the proof that sometimes, the smallest objects can hold the greatest rewards. Stay vigilant, stay inspired, and never underestimate the power of what's hidden in plain sight. Your next discovery could be worth more than you ever imagined. Imagine holding in your hand a coin so rare that collectors around the world would pay nearly $1 million just for the chance to own it. Yes, you heard that right, $967,000. But here's the catch, this isn't some ancient artifact locked away in a museum. It's a coin that might be sitting quietly in your drawer right now, a 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. And if you've ever wondered whether a simple penny could change your life, buckle up, because today, it very well could. And now, you might be thinking, a penny? Really? But let me stop you right there. Most people see a penny and think it's worthless. That's exactly why so few notice the extraordinary errors that make a coin like this a treasure worth a fortune. Funny enough, this penny is like the financial version of that quiet guy at a party who ends up winning the karaoke contest. You never see it coming, but when it does, everyone's jaws drop. So, what makes the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so extraordinary? Most pennies from 1981 bear the D or S mint mark, signifying the Denver or San Francisco mints. But the no-mint mark version? That's where the magic happens. This penny wasn't supposed to exist, or at least, not in circulation. The error makes it a 1 in a million gem. Every collector dreams of finding coins like this because they're so rare, so unique, that the market demand is absolutely insane. And here's the truth, coins like this don't stay hidden for long. You might be thinking, well, if it's so valuable, how come I'd never heard of it? That's the beauty of rare coin collecting. These treasures are quietly changing hands, often before most of us even realize they exist. People who discover them early often go from ordinary collectors to serious investors almost overnight. The excitement, the thrill, the potential for life-changing wealth, it's real, and it's happening right now. Picture this, you're at home, sipping your morning coffee, casually flipping through a jar of old coins you've inherited or collected over the years. And suddenly, there it is, the 1981 no-mint mark penny. Your heart races. You know this is more than a coin. This is a story, a fortune, a legacy waiting to be claimed. And the urgency? It's real. Because while millions of pennies were minted in 1981, only a select few slipped through without the mint mark, and every passing day makes them even rarer. And now, here's the moment to connect the dots. This penny isn't just a collectible, it's a ticket to financial empowerment, a rare bridge between ordinary life and extraordinary opportunity. With a current market value of $967,000, this coin is in extremely high demand. Serious collectors are actively searching for it, and the competition is fierce. The truth is, if you hold on to this penny, you could unlock a fortune that most people only dream about. But let's inject a little humor to keep things human. Imagine explaining to a friend that your pocket change is worth nearly $1 million. They'd probably think you're joking, right? Yet here you are, holding the ultimate example of how extraordinary can hide in the most ordinary places. The lesson? Look closely, because wealth often hides in plain sight. So, if you have a 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark or even a jar of old coins you haven't examined in years, it's time to act. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. The market is hot, collectors are eager, and your penny could be the key to unlocking almost $1 million in value. Remember, history favors the bold. And today, your ordinary coin could be your extraordinary fortune. The 1981 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just money, it's legacy, excitement, and the ultimate proof that sometimes, life-changing treasures are right under our noses, waiting for someone courageous enough to claim them. Are you ready to find yours? Imagine holding in your hand a coin that could change your life forever. A small, seemingly ordinary penny, so familiar in your pocket change, yet hiding a secret so rare it could fetch nearly $1 million today. I'm talking about the legendary 1971 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin so extraordinary that collectors across the United States are scrambling to find it, often shaking with excitement when they do. Now, pause for a moment. How often do you look at a penny and think, this could make me rich? Most people don't. They toss it into a jar, not realizing the fortune they're overlooking. But not you. Today, you're about to see the power of spotting opportunity where others see ordinary. In 1971, the U.S. Mint was producing Lincoln pennies in the millions. Yet, in the chaos of mass production, a small error slipped through unnoticed, a missing mint mark. Yes, a penny without its signature D or S, a silent anomaly hiding in plain sight. It may look ordinary to the untrained eye, but for the seasoned collector, it's the holy grail. The fear of missing out is real, because while millions of coins were minted, only a handful of these no-mint Mark pennies exist today. Can you feel the tension? That heartbeat when you realize that the coin in your hand, worth mere cents to everyone else, might just be worth $988,000 in the market right now? That's not a hypothetical. That's the power of rarity, the thrill of discovery, the excitement that drives the world's wealthiest collectors to scour every corner, every drawer, every coin jar. Now, let's hit pause for a second. Ever wonder why a tiny penny can be worth more than a luxury car? It sounds ridiculous, right? Yet, it's true. History, scarcity, and the passion of collectors turn ordinary metal into staggering value. This coin carries not just monetary worth, but a story, a whisper of history, a testament to human error, and the potential for life-changing wealth. Imagine finding it in your own change, the sheer shock of it, the disbelief, the rush of adrenaline. That's the kind of excitement that keeps collectors awake at night. And here's the kicker, these coins are not sitting quietly in banks. They're being chased, auctioned, and sometimes sold in secret for hundreds of thousands, almost $1 million right now. But here's where it gets even more compelling. The market for these coins is not just active, it's hungry. Buyers are ready, willing, and able to pay top dollar, often without hesitation. Every day, new coins disappear into private collections, never to be seen again. That means time is your enemy and opportunity is fleeting. Picture this, you walk into a coin shop, a friend hands you a penny, and suddenly you realize it's the 1971 no-mint Mark Lincoln cent. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and in that moment, your life could pivot. It's exhilarating, it's urgent, and it's very real. The excitement is palpable. The question is, will you spot it, or will it slip through your fingers like the countless fortunes lost to those who never looked closely enough? So, next time you pick up a penny, don't dismiss it. Study it. Examine it. This is not just a coin, it's a potential legacy, a symbol of financial freedom, and a treasure in high demand. The 1971 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just rare, it's a reminder that extraordinary opportunities often hide in plain sight. And for those who seize them, the rewards are nothing short of transformational. Remember, history favors the vigilant, fortune rewards the daring, and the thrill of discovery? Well, that's priceless. Imagine holding in your hand a small, seemingly ordinary penny. To anyone else, it's just a cent. But to you, it could be the key to nearly $1 million. That's right, a single 1968 South Lincoln 1-cent or penny error coin is commanding jaw-dropping prices in today's market, with verified sales reaching $953,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin you probably walked past in your pocket change. Now, before you dismiss this as a fantasy, ask yourself, could you be sitting on a treasure trove that has quietly been waiting for decades? Most Americans overlook these hidden gems every single day. And that is the fear. The fear of missing out on a fortune while it quietly slips by. Now, let me ask you, have you ever found something so rare that your heart skips a beat? That feeling is exactly what collectors feel when they discover a 1968 mint Mark Lincoln penny with the rare error. And today, we're diving deep into why this coin is in astronomical demand, why it can instantly elevate your financial portfolio, and why experts are calling it one of the most sought-after numismatic treasures in history. But first, a quick warning: this isn't a story for casual hobbyists. This is for those who understand the power of rarity, legacy, and wealth. Let's travel back to 1968. America was in the midst of change, and the coins that came out of the San Francisco Mint carried more than just copper, they carried history. Among the billions minted, a few slipped through the cracks. Not just any coins, but ones with a specific mint mark error, which makes them virtually priceless today. Think about it: out of hundreds of millions, only a tiny fraction exists with this flaw. That scarcity transforms a simple penny into a high-demand asset that collectors fight for in private auctions and elite coin shows. Here's where it gets exciting: the 1968 Lincoln penny error isn't just rare, it's a story in metal. Every scratch, every mark, every unusual detail is a fingerprint of history, untouchable and irreplaceable. Imagine telling a buyer that you hold a piece of history that is rarer than owning a Stradivarius violin, a Picasso painting, or even a vintage sports car. Suddenly, what was once a humble penny becomes an object of desire, a symbol of legacy and wealth. And let's pause for a moment. Yes, I know, a penny worth nearly $1 million sounds absurd. You might even laugh at the thought. But isn't life itself full of little absurdities that turn out to be monumental? Like the person who accidentally bought a rare coin at a yard sale for a nickel and walked away a millionaire. True stories like these happen more often than you think. Collectors today are experiencing a frenzy. Every auction sees bidding wars that make headlines. Dealers are desperate, collectors are relentless, and the coin's value only continues to climb. There is no other penny like this. And here's the kicker: every day that passes without you knowing about this opportunity is a day someone else could be seizing your fortune. Can you feel that urgency? That electricity? So, what does this mean for you? If you have a 1968 Lincoln penny in your possession, or even a collection that might contain one, you are not just holding old coins. You are holding a life-changing asset. The market is red hot, and every expert agrees, the window of opportunity to sell at top dollar is here, and it won't last forever. And now, imagine sitting at an auction, watching as your coin stuns the room, commanding offers in the high six figures. Imagine the freedom, the security, and the excitement of knowing that a single, tiny coin can reshape your financial future. That's the reality for those who recognized the value before it became headline news. And if you're thinking, well, I don't have one, don't worry, you can still learn to identify, collect, and profit from rare coins with the right guidance. The point is this: rare coins are more than money, they are history, they are prestige, they are opportunity. And the 1968 South Lincoln 1-cent penny error stands at the pinnacle of desirability. So, take a moment, check your collection, dig through those old drawers, and ask yourself, could this be your golden ticket? Because in the world of high-value coin collecting, fortune favors the informed, the bold, and the vigilant. Don't let the chance to hold a piece of history, and possibly $1 million coin, slip through your fingers. After all, history waits for no one. Imagine holding a tiny piece of history in your hand, no bigger than a fingernail, but with the power to change your financial future forever. That's exactly what a 1964 Lincoln 1-cent penny error can do. Yes, you heard that right. This unassuming copper coin, minted over half a century ago, has a story, a rarity, and a value that could reach an astonishing $967,000 in today's market. And before you think this is just another coin story, let me ask you, how often does something you hold casually in your pocket have the potential to make millionaires overnight? If that doesn't make your heart race, stay with me. Because what I'm about to reveal isn't just history, it's a chance to claim a slice of wealth that most people don't even know exists. Now, before your mind drifts to, is this really possible? Pause. Yes, it's possible. And yes, it's happening right now. But here's the catch: opportunities like this don't knock twice. They slip quietly into the hands of those who know how to recognize true value. And right now, the 1964 Lincoln penny with the rare mint mark error is in extremely high demand, creating a frenzy among serious collectors and investors alike. Let's dive into why this penny is not just valuable, but legendary. In 1964, the Denver Mint struck millions of Lincoln cents. But in a few extraordinary instances, a mint mark error occurred, subtle, almost invisible to the untrained eye. This mistake created a coin so rare that only a handful of them exist today in pristine condition. Think of it like owning a tiny masterpiece by a world-renowned artist, one that the art world would fight over relentlessly, and here's where it gets fascinating. Errors like these aren't just lucky accidents, they are the intersection of history, skill, and chance. The misaligned D-mint mark, sometimes faint or doubled, transforms an ordinary penny into a treasure coveted by collectors who are willing to pay nearly $1 million to secure it. Can you imagine that? A coin you might have dismissed as just spare change now holding the power to elevate you into the realm of serious wealth. By the way, quick question, have you ever checked that old jar of pennies in your attic? I mean, what if your fortune has been hiding there for decades, quietly collecting dust? Cue subtle humor to reset attention. The thrill of discovery here isn't just monetary, it's the excitement of realizing you might have something everyone else desperately wants. And urgency is key. With every passing day, more collectors are circling, more bidding wars are brewing, and the chance to own this rare piece of history is slipping through the fingers of those who hesitate. So, what does this mean for you? If you possess a 1964 D Lincoln 1-cent penny error, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding potential, prestige, and unparalleled opportunity. Selling it could transform your lifestyle, provide generational wealth, or even give you the freedom to pursue your dreams without compromise. And if you don't own one yet, understanding the market, recognizing errors, and acting decisively is the path to joining this elite circle of collectors and investors. Remember, rarity drives value, and desire drives urgency. Collectors are actively seeking this coin today, not tomorrow. The market is hot, the bids are soaring, and the excitement is palpable. Imagine the thrill of placing that coin on the table and watching serious buyers compete to claim it, knowing that what you hold is one of the most sought-after pieces in modern numismatics. It's exhilarating. It's empowering. And yes, it could be life-changing. So, take a moment to look at your collection, check those pennies, and consider this: history may have hidden a fortune in your hands, but only action will turn it into reality. The 1964 D Lincoln penny error is more than a coin, it's a story, a legacy, and an opportunity to step into a world of wealth that most people will only ever dream of. And the best part? The next chapter is yours to write. Don't wait. The time to act is now. But if you want, I can also break this down into a timestamped 10-minute pacing version, showing exactly where to slow down, emphasize, or add dramatic pauses, humor, or pattern interrupts, perfect for a faceless video style. This would make it fully production ready. Imagine holding a tiny piece of metal in your hand that could unlock nearly $1 million overnight. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But what if I told you that the 1991 Lincoln 1-cent penny, the one with no mint mark, isn't just your everyday change jingling in your pocket? It's one of the rarest coin errors in modern American history, and collectors are willing to pay up to $954,000 for it today. Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin most of us barely notice. Right now, countless pennies are hiding in drawers, jars, and couch cushions across the country, waiting to reveal fortunes to those who recognize their true value. And here's the kicker: it could be sitting in your home right now. Before you think this is a story about luck, pause for a moment. The 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just rare, it's a window into a moment of history, a silent testament to the craftsmanship and errors of the U.S. Mint. This coin is whispering a secret to those who know how to listen, a secret that could change your life forever. And yes, the clock is ticking, because opportunities this extraordinary don't wait for anyone. Let's take a journey back to 1991. The Lincoln penny, an American icon, had been circulating for decades, seen in millions of pockets, yet unnoticed by almost everyone. But in the labyrinth of coin production, errors happen, and sometimes they create legends. The no-mint mark error is exactly that: a small, seemingly insignificant flaw that instantly transforms an ordinary coin into a collector's treasure. It's as if the universe whispered to a select few, "This one is special." Here's a thought to reset your brain for a second: if this penny were a lottery ticket, it wouldn't be the kind you throw away. It's the jackpot that sits quietly in your hand, without a neon sign screaming, "I'm valuable." It takes a trained eye, or a little guidance, to see the magic. And the excitement? Oh, it's real. Imagine discovering this penny in your change while buying coffee. Your heart races. You double-check it. Could this be the moment that transforms your financial future? This is not fear, it's anticipation. The kind that keeps serious collectors awake at night, scanning through thousands of coins for a glimpse of history. Humor me for a second, if your spare change suddenly became worth almost $1 million, would you still leave it in a jar labeled loose change? Not likely. But many people do every single day, blind to the treasure in their hands. This is why timing matters. The market for rare coins is scorching hot, and demand for the 1991 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny has never been higher. Dealers, collectors, and investors are circling, ready to pay top dollar for the next one they find. Missing out now is a risk no savvy collector wants to take, and now, here's where it all comes together. The 1991 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is more than just an error, it's a statement of opportunity. It's proof that fortune often hides in plain sight, disguised as the mundane. And the numbers are staggering. $954,000 is the current market value for this coin, a figure that commands attention and inspires awe. Each coin is a piece of living history, a conversation starter, a portfolio enhancer, and a potential life changer. But let's be honest. Finding one of these pennies isn't just about luck, it's about awareness, knowledge, and action. It's about recognizing the extraordinary when it stares you in the face. That coin in your jar, in your drawer, even in your wallet, could it be the one? And if it is, will you act, or let it slip through your fingers while someone else claims the reward? Think about the thrill, the excitement, the sheer satisfaction of turning what seems like ordinary change into a transformative fortune. That's not just a dream, that's the reality waiting for those who pay attention. So, take a deep breath and imagine this: a coin worth nearly $1 million, quietly waiting for you to claim it. The 1991 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just rare, it's in high demand, it's coveted, and it's calling out to those bold enough to recognize its value. Don't let this moment pass. Check your change. Examine your collection. Because history, excitement, and fortune all converge in the palm of your hand, and this penny could be your ticket to something extraordinary. The time to act is now. That if you want, I can also craft the visual cues and faceless video script version where I suggest what footage, B-roll, text animations, and transitions to use every few seconds, so this 10-minute video feels cinematic and keeps your audience glued to the screen. This would turn this script into a complete ready-to-produce YouTube masterpiece. Imagine holding a tiny piece of history between your fingers, so small yet so powerful, it could transform your financial destiny overnight. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and lucrative coin errors in American numismatics, the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. Yes, you heard that right, a penny that could be worth $978,000 in the current market. Now, before you laugh and toss that spare change into the jar, think for a moment: what if you're holding the key to a fortune, and you don't even know it yet? Picture the excitement, the anticipation, and yes, the fear of letting it slip away to someone else who recognizes its value before you. And now, I know what you're thinking: a penny? Seriously? But this is no ordinary penny. This is a coin that whispers secrets of rarity, scarcity, and historical significance. And here's the kicker: millions of Americans unknowingly pass by treasures like this every single day. Could you be one of them? Let's explore why the 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln cent is causing such a stir in the collector's world. Normally, coins minted in Philadelphia carry no mint mark, but here's where the plot thickens. Due to a specific error in the minting process that year, a very small batch of pennies were struck in such a way that they stand apart from every other 1980 penny in circulation. Think of it as the universe giving you a golden ticket, hidden in plain sight. The rarity is what drives its astronomical value, $978,000, and climbing. Collectors, investors, and treasure hunters alike are on high alert. Imagine the thrill of discovering a coin in your own collection, or even a jar of pennies on your kitchen counter, that could fund your dreams, secure your retirement, or create a legacy. Every glance at this penny is a heartbeat of anticipation, a pulse of opportunity. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to have a story of discovering a hidden fortune to tell at the next dinner party? It's like finding treasure, but the map was in your pocket all along. And just to reset your attention, let me ask you, have you ever thought that the next coin you casually drop in a parking meter could be worth nearly $1 million? It sounds absurd, but this is exactly why this coin has everyone on edge. It's rare, it's in demand, and the moment you hesitate, someone else might snatch the opportunity right out of your hands. Here's the reality: the 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just a collector's item, it's a symbol of vision, patience, and the courage to recognize value where others see none. The market is hungry for these coins. Serious buyers are circling, ready to pay top dollar for the chance to own a piece of American history. The excitement isn't just hype, it's a reflection of pure demand in the numismatic world. If you have coins tucked away, this is the moment to reassess, to take action, and to embrace the possibility that your seemingly ordinary pennies could be extraordinary. Don't let hesitation rob you of a life-changing opportunity. Every coin tells a story, but only a few get to write history. Will yours be among them? So, the next time you reach into your pocket or glance at your coin jar, remember this: a simple 1980 Lincoln penny, almost invisible to the untrained eye, could be the most valuable coin you'll ever own. It's rare, it's sought after, and in the right hands, it commands nearly $1 million. The clock is ticking, the market is hot, and the opportunity won't wait forever. Will you act, or will you let fortune pass by? If you want, I can also time stretch this script to a full 10-minute faceless video version, with natural pauses, voiceover-friendly phrasing, and added mini storytelling breaks for maximum audience retention. This will include those subtle humor breaks and pattern interrupts you asked for, perfectly paced for a luxury-minded audience.